Hey guys, Empire back yet again with more Anicom news. Basically, a lot of the stuff I spoke about yesterday got some clearer images, so I just wanted to go over those and let you guys take a look at them, and then you can judge the figures for yourselves. But we also got an indirectly announced new figure, so I'll start off with that. Hot Toys posted a stop-motion animation video on their Facebook page of The Dark Knight Rises, and it's actually pretty cool. You can go to their Facebook page and check it out. But in that video, they actually have a Jim Gordon figure that I don't believe is made from the SWAT figure. The glasses and the clothing are obviously different. I couldn't tell about the head sculpt, but they said that this video features figures from their Dark Knight Rises line, so I'm assuming that we're going to be getting another Jim Gordon, and I mean, I think it kind of warrants it. If you've seen the movie, he plays a very large role in it, so I totally see them having enough backing to make this figure. The clothing looks cool on it, the figure looked really good, but it was just in a kind of a dark stop-motion animation video, so the likeness looks just as good as the other one, and I'm excited to see if it is indeed going to be a new figure, or if it was just a bunch of new clothing on that old sculpt. So yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think this is a brand new figure that we're going to be getting? Do you think Jim Gordon deserves a second figure, or is this just the SWAT one redone? Next, let's talk about some of those figures that got clearer images that I spoke about in my last video. First up, we got to see clearer images of the Hot Toys Selena Kyle / Catwoman figure, and now that I've gotten to see a few more pictures from a few more angles, I definitely see Anne Hathaway in that sculpt. There is a really ugly neck seam on it right now, but it is just a prototype, so I'm assuming they're just popping a head on a body and calling it a day for the display purposes. I'm sure it won't look that bad when it does get released. But that said, like I said, the sculpt I think is great, and seeing more angles, it does look like those goggles should be able to flip down. It looks like there's a whole brace around her head for it. So I think this figure is going to be a definite buy, I guess, unless you're against the whole rooted hair thing. But again, I think Hot Toys is definitely making improvements to rooted hair, the way they do it, so it doesn't look quite as bad. Baby doll, people didn't really have any issues with rooted hair, and again, it looks like the Black Widow is going to have a nice head of hair as well. After that, we got to see the Professor Xavier figure, clear images of that, and I'd say that sculpt is dead on as well. I'd say it definitely looks like the actor. I don't know the actor's name, but it's definitely spot on. I think it's up to the quality that we are expecting from Hot Toys these days, and it's good to see that license, that X-Men First Class license, is getting kicked off with a well-done figure. I also like that he's got a unique hand sculpt for his little psychic power ability. I know it's something minor, but it's always nice when they add in character-specific sculpts in the hand poses and stuff like that. Now, again, back to that Wolverine, we got to see clearer images of that, and I gotta say, I am not a fan of this one at all. Yeah, the tailoring and the bodysuit is fine, but that head sculpt, it doesn't look like Hugh Jackman at all to me. It looks like a stylized face. It's cool that they're trying to do emotion. I like it when Hot Toys tries to capture emotion in the faces, and I like the angry face. That's not what I don't like. It's just I don't think they've captured the look of Hugh Jackman in that figure. I much prefer the Wolverine Origins figure sculpt. Then that again, it wasn't dead on Hugh Jackman, but I think it looked more like him, and I think that was a better face sculpt overall. But I'm sure this sculpt could change over time anyway. If they're just showing it now, it's probably got a long ways till it comes out, so it might go through revisions and everything else anyway. And then finally, we got clear images of the RoboCop figures, and it definitely shows that these are like gray prototype sculpts. The Ed 209 looks to be like one solid block, at least in this sculpt form, and the RoboCop is definitely just gray parts. It almost looks like they attached the gray parts, the new sculpted parts, to the old RoboCop, because the face sculpt doesn't look that much more detailed and stuff like that. But I'm not sure. But it's good to see that, at least, like I said before, they are in prototype stage. It means we're going to be getting them soon enough. People were commenting that the Ed 209 is a bit more accurate this time in the sculpt. It also looks like that the legs could potentially move a bit more than they did in the original. And the RoboCop, I mean, it looks like RoboCop, but they didn't really show off too many features in the sculpt that we saw. But yeah, that's just a quick rundown of the clearer images that we've seen from Anicom. Again, I'm sure if there's any other news, I will be doing more videos. Please let me know what you guys think of these better images. Do you like that Wolverine? Is it just me? And yeah, have a good day. Bye.